Hey, what's going on? Zach. I'm giving you a speech today on demonstrating how to make beer. The first thing you're going to need to make beer, you can buy little kits, which have the malt, barley, and hops that you're going to need to make it all, and the yeast. Second thing you're going to need is, this is a little kit, which has a primary fermenter, a secondary fermenter, as well as a couple other supplies you're going to need for that to go well. And then for each batch, you need 48 beer bottles. 5 gallons of beer makes about 48 beer bottles. Alright, the first step in making beer is going to have to get 2 gallons of water into a large pat and get your grain malt, which will add color and flavor and smell to your beer, and put that into the pot and begin heating the water to about 160, 170 degrees. Put it out and boil the bag, and then once it's been in the water, it's 160 or 170 degrees, you'll let it to steep for 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes and our malt bag has continued to brew. So after that, we're going to let this drain off for a little bit, return to a boil. Now we're adding the malt extract, or the malt extract that we talked about earlier. So after we put this in there, we'll return to a boil again. We're going to add our bittering hops. The bittering hops are what's going to help even out the flavor in between the malt, which is a very sugary, and the hops, which is bitter, to kind of balance out the flavor of the beer. And now once we pour this in, it's going to need to cook for 55 minutes. We need to make sure you stir every 10 minutes so it doesn't burn, otherwise you'll have a burnt taste to the beer. Now we're going to add our finishing hops, which will round out the flavors and make for more uniform flavored beer. Put that in there. Give it a good stir. And we'll be back in 5 more minutes after this is done boiling. Our wort has been boiling now for 60 minutes. So we're going to take it down. It's going to take the whole thing and put it in the sink with ice and try and cool it down to 70 degrees as quickly as possible. So we've got our wort, which was in our steel pan. We siphoned our wort into our fermenting bucket, added 3 gallons of water to go from 2 to 5 gallons. Now we're stirring our yeast, which our yeast is going to help the fermenting process, which makes the alcohol. After we add the yeast, we're going to stir that in completely, cover it up, and add in our bubbler, which tells us when the yeast is done fermenting, and when it stops bubbling, which will be in around 3 to 7 days. You'll see the next process, which is going to be adding the priming sugar and doing the bottling. Alright, so what we're doing is there's a primary sugar to activate in the beer, which will allow the carbonation to come in effect once it's bottled and once it's resting. So we boil the sugar into the pot. We're going to pour it into our bottling bucket. Alright, so now we're siphoning our beer from our primary fermenter into our secondary with the sugar water. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're bottling the beer. So we've got it all transferred into our bottling bucket. We're going to flip the valve, and what you want to do is have it all the way on the bottom so that you're not having the beer foam at all. Alright, our next step is going to be capping, and so this just comes with a capper. Get your bottle cap, put it directly over the top, put it down, and then just pull down on it. You do that out of 5 gallons of beer, you should get roughly 2 cases, anywhere from about 44 to 53 beers. Alright, after bottling, you need to store your beer for approximately 3 weeks to anywhere up to 2 or 3 months, and this will help the carbonation and the aging of the beer. The perfect place for this is in your basement, which is around 65 to 70 degrees in a dark spot, so not a lot of sunlight comes in. So for this, we can have underneath our stairs. After 3 weeks of aging, you're ready to enjoy.